So this is how I soloed Libra with Revenant in Elden Ring Nightreign. I thought I was having bad luck with weapon passives during this run, but I quickly learned that the Wraiths While Walking passive skill that I randomly picked up is actually pretty busted. It works really well with the bell because using the bell forces you to walk, so it causes the wraiths from the passive skill to come out at a consistent rate. It's the same as the bell, where the wraiths will automatically home in on the enemy. And the bell releases 1 wraith on each use while the passive skill releases 10. It also works with just Revenant when she walks while getting ready to summon, as you can see now when her harp is out. So if you're lucky enough to find this passive skill, you can potentially do damage just by walking, menacingly. Just to show you guys, for this specific run, these are the relics I have, and other special effects I got along the way. The sorcery and incantation buff does not increase the damage of the wraiths, only magic attack up can buff them. I also picked this up after beating the day 2 boss. It's the same type of effect, but it shoots out Flames of Frenzy instead. I found that it's not as effective as the wraiths because it only shoots 3 flames at random spots in front of you. You have to be really close to the boss in order for it to be effective. But you'll see later in the video that even though I was close, it would shoot to the side and miss. It will probably be more effective against Libra with melee characters that spends more time being close to the boss. But when using squishy characters like Revenant, I would rather keep my distance. Speaking of other characters, they can also take advantage of the walking passives by doing actions like healing, using consumables, casting spells, and guarding. Executor can also walk automatically once you bring out his Cursed Sword character skill. It's basically the same as Revenant with the harp. Other similar passives that I encountered so far are called Surge Flame that you can find on weapons. It shoots fire from the ground at random spots around you. And Violent Deluge of Star Rain that sometimes appear as an option after beating the day 1 boss. It launches a cloud on the spot where it activates and it would rain down several hits on the same area. These two also work better if you're close to the boss, so the wraiths still come out on top for being ranged. In terms of damage, the wraiths passive don't really do a lot. It's basically the same damage as the bell, but it's a huge DPS increase with the bell playstyle. Using this fight as an example, the bell does 122 damage per wraith against Libra. The weapon passive releases 10 wraiths and each one does 28 damage for a total of 280 if all of them hit. There's roughly a 3-second cooldown before the passive releases more wraiths, and within 3 seconds, you can use the bell 3 times uninterrupted. That's 366 damage from the bell plus 280 from the passive for a total of 646 damage within 3 seconds. Compared to just using the bell, having the Wraiths While Walking weapon passive increases your DPS by 76.5%. The magic attack bonus on weapons only goes up to 12%, and it's the only stat that increases the damage of the wraiths. While multiple copies can stack, you can use up all your weapon slots without even reaching the same amount of DPS that the Walking Wraith passive can do in just 1 slot. Because in an actual fight, you won't always get the chance to use the bell multiple times in a row, especially if you're solo. For example, if you only have time to use the bell twice before dodging away, that's 244 damage plus 280 from the weapon passive for a total of 524 damage per opening. That's 214.75% damage increase compared to just using the bell alone on each opening. It still varies depending on what boss you're facing, but it's still a huge damage increase no matter what. And even without the bell, the Walking Wraith passive is still a great source of supplemental damage while doing other actions. Plus, it works with on-hit effects like restoring health and FP when you attack. As for tips when fighting Libra, make sure to watch his hands because that is how you'll know what attack he's about to do. Make it a habit to dodge to the side, especially to your left, to avoid his slam attack using his staff that he is holding on his left hand. And when a magic circle appears on your feet, listen to the sounds that come after a second. You'll also see kind of a splash on the middle of the circle, and that is your cue to dodge to the side. When he starts meditating, do not attack him. The first time that he does this, there will be 3 yellow glyphs floating around him. Either attack, sprint, or jump through it to break them. Try to recover some stamina in between sprints so that you can break all 3 on your own. Even if you don't break them, he only gets roughly 12% damage negation buff against your attacks, and maybe a little bit more crazy with his spells. So if you're solo, you can just focus on dodging and rolling away from his attacks until he's back to normal. He does one final attack before he loses his buff. and that's when he drops on his knees and the whole place becomes yellow. During this time, your madness meter will rapidly build up, so you need to focus on picking up the amber rocks to heal the buildup until he's done. You didn't see it in the video because I managed to break his meditation the first time, and he was dead before he got the chance to use it later in the fight. Hope this guide was helpful. You can show your support to the channel by simply liking the video and comment below what you think. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more Elden Ring Nightreign videos in the future. Thanks for watching.